Edikanfono, baby omwo and Nenyakopon for currency. Is this the Ghana that they were dreaming of when the Union Jack Britain for England former flag eba fema? Yes, we had the no course midnight of 5th March into the early morning of 6th March 1957.
Yeah.
We've come a very long way. Of course, talking about today, first of all, the better say we are observing the day. It was good to see former President Kufuor and former President Nana Addo Dankwa at the seat of government, the Flagstaff House. That's the beauty. Ghana yina idea. Obi be ni de ne. Obi baba betwaso. Ono so beko. Obi baba betwaso. So governance is a continuum, and it's good to see that we can meet at a convergence point like 6th March. Now, on the issues of governance, and in the President Naka, the little bits that I have heard is commitment to building a strong and resilient economy. Or see 24-hour economy, no, he has assented to the bill. We are waiting to see what the rollout plan will be like. Because it's one thing assenting to it, and it's one thing rolling it out. So we're waiting to see what the exact rollout plan will be like vis-a-vis the various sectors of the economy. So let's see what the rollout plan will be like. But of course, we are facing an existential threat as a country, as a continent, as a universe, and it's a near Kosovo Middle East. And we all know what is going on in the Middle East. And the potential for it to affect Ghana in so many ways, especially when it comes to the issue of crude importation.
Yeah, yeah.
A few years ago, just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the Ukraine-Russian war.
Yeah.
The government of the day kept telling us that the Ukraine-Russia war, no, governance nagging. The opposition at the time said it's impossible. To me, what this war, men found to Ukraine, Russia will be our case reason. To me, fast forward, and then they are in power. Today they want us to believe that what happens elsewhere has the capacity to affect Ghana. And me, Koku Anyidohu, consistently, I have always believed so. Because I'm Rasim Sajumawe Yayebi at the highest level. For me, at 69 years, one of the things I want us to look at, Oshe, national anthem, cherish fearless honesty.
Yeah.
Why is it that when we are in opposition, we say one thing, and then when we are in power, we do a different thing? Where is the fearless honesty? So for me, after 69 years, one of the state symbols that I am looking at, any national anthem, God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us cherish fearless honesty.
Fantastic.
Minia, after 69 years, can we say as a people that we actually cherish fearless honesty? Can we say that when it comes to our value system as a nation, all Ghanaians, or at least 90% of Ghanaians, can ascribe to fearless honesty? I don't think so. So, for me, from the transformational leadership point of view, from the policy analyst point of view, my question is that we must be able to walk back to our critical state symbols as we try to retool the governance agenda. Because if we don't build proper value systems that we will all ascribe to, and then NDC beba the open obey, or MPP ba the open obey. So we are not moving forward because we don't have a set of values that we all ascribe to. Cherish fearless honesty. Help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and our might forevermore. If you go to the national pledge, I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in all things, not some things, to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. To what extent are we upholding and defending the good name of Ghana? We are now too deep in very petty partisan politics. Into Anyidohu ye NDC ni. Now you say Baumia ye Thanksgiving service. Now on the ticket of Christian Council, Koku Anyidohu church giving Thanksgiving say, hey, vice versa. Otina you see a BNPP ni. Other now ni NDC ni din komo.
I see.
So we are holding on to our petty partisan beliefs more than the national agenda. And for me, at 69 years, I think that going forward, these are some of the things that we need to look at and create more solid value systems.
I see. All right, Ejaku, thank you very much. Mr. Jinasumame, I like what you said. In fact, this a year okay, we have discussed it on radio, and we're defending you. So I'm happy that today, and no one can say what me ashemu kena ediamame. So Jinasumame, I'll come back to you so that you can take your second bite on this. Let me go to the line now. But Dr. Tutu is also a political analyst. So Doc, thank you very much for joining us. But we share a asma Ejaku kaya Koku Anyidohu kan wakaya national anthem, your national anthem. When President Koku came and the second term, he decided who say per the research, politics aside this country. At 30 and term to say the honorable Koku Anyidohu so President Koku decided okay, let's create something that can unite this country. And only the World Cup project, they call World Cup. You share that's a deliberate policy. You pursue a call World Cup, not united this country. In fact, our first time you call World Cup in 2006. In fact, you saw there was a unity in the country. You name NDC, you name MPP to 2007. After the 2008 election, now say a normal side job at ICBM and all that. Do we love this country? To say the first panel, do we have to start reciting our national anthem and national pledge again? Say you're dog Ghana. Why do we have to complain? You're not Ghana. Are we exaggerating?
Yo, Namenchia, Ashafo, Namenchia, Yura Koku Anyidohu ne, Oseje. Baby, if free any baby the bedroom, let me say, what kind of year? I mean, for the first time, this is a politician. Wakasa for you to know, say, or don't mind.
Yeah. And
he's so much concerned about Ghana.
Yeah.
Koku Nami Shrao. So, let me say Ubisa, baby, me de befa eye ahofama. Patriotism.
Yeah.
President Kufuor born homodin. Na said the okay, Ghana Echo World Cup na a year. A dinkabo mubaye. It says, okay, baby, cry near World Cup. Ubidru on na Ghana jersey na hyehyɛ nkurɔfoɔ no bebree nti NDC ni kasa na MPP ni akasa afoa so sɛ MPP ni kasa na NDC ni nso akasa afoa so kyerɛ sɛ biako yɛ no ana na ɔmwom but board yɛ ɛde anigye ba ɛde nkamubum ba but saa nkabumu no ɛne anigye no ɛntena hɔ yɛbɔɔ board no wie ya na obi asa akɔhyɛ ne fie na nsɛm bi a isiye adano ni asase edwuma ho eti utira ni ya yɛbɔɔ world cup ni wie ya na yɛsa akɔ back to ɔtan no a politics ɛde abrɛ yɛn no ho but mame can say after independence yɛwɔ Ghana month Ghana month no always a friend is March so na edru March na ensem be na enoma be na ye da wuru be na ye bo so ahwa ififi kakra ni no ene kra ene enura ne yesi obi an hye Ghana jersey so na ya hye Ghana jersey but ye bebusa say sa Ghana jersey no ye no ohefa ye no Ghana ha sika no ede to no ebetena Ghana nu edi mpuntu obebre Ghana for so ubehwe yi obi na akofa ni business bi from China e na ode aba e na wadododo mu na politics nti wanya attention e na obi abegina radio so na TV so no declare say Ghana month media Ghana Eco World Cup enti yenhye Ghana jersey na yemfa nkyere Ghana odo a yewo ma Ghana we enada na edada ye hunia so enche bia na president echo one of the East African countries ena okoshe batakari so okoshe batakari ya ushe biye
Zambia
Zambia aha ena Zambia president kaze what are the effort na onokra dem so friend browse na efe na said the efe ntino mayi duty import duty afri so eti obi opese obeton batakari o Zambia bia no oduru ha untua du so ahu wa bi market mu amayen say president Kufo so the Ghana way ebaye African way Friday bia yeshe enche bia na say media fu ya mode eat Ghana ensensem ebaye so ahu na mo kire say yem promote the consumption of local food yem promote the production the consumption of local rice na why but ufa Ghana mo na wa fa mo a efi Vietnam na wa fa mo efi China na wanoa na de nim yenu nyina hu anu no taste afe na wa hu difference no so ahu efa ba bi ni Ghana mo no a in marketing terms a kind of domestication so where we are trying to domesticate the things that we produce and then we consume it to show that level of patriotism. And know that Asian countries be to say India or Maya, and they've been very successful with it. Japan has done it, they've been very successful with it. Your friend is Korea, South Korea have been very successful with it, China and Co. And Abua Womu Amomu local economy Ababijina, and it is now competing with the likes of America. No. What have you seen in Ghana? When you were creative, you are for local rice abroad, no back at your own pet. Yeah, only so. Yet Kromuha and a Ghana Niba Ayeka Ghana Niba. Wayeka a bank rental. Wayeka Kantanka cars, who said I'm Kanswa Kantanka car and equi, Ghana bankra ento on top obekwa koto Toyota na odisikano eko Japan And so, what kind of policy intervention are we dealing with?
Yeah.
So, for me, this whole issue about Independence Day, it has just become a mere symbolism. See, a kind of slogan.
Yeah.
And yes, sorry, na yebohun de na yesika na yesi. I was just checking. I mean, some budget expenditure they are recorded over the years. 2023,
yeah,
they're spending 13.7 million on Independence Day. So just
yeah.
2024, you're spending 15 million on Independence Day. Last year, you're spending 1.5 million. This year, you're spending 1.5 million. We'll be back as Yatisika no so. Yes, say Yatiso. But the day for so again,
yeah.
That 1.5 it mean Koku see factory. It was Ashanti Media. Am I to be find the friend say plantain chips?
Yeah.
So, what we are celebrating, we cannot be proud of what we are celebrating. I have to be honest here. We can't be proud about it. All right. Yeah. Now, we talk about people have asked questions. Say, a day crowd are celebrating. What are we celebrating? See, in terms of policy-wise, so far, economic policies, all that we have been able to do over the years. I mean, trade integration.
Okay.
Here we talk of after. So what else here?
Yeah.
After. Okay. After Kramo, what is our participation in after as Ghana?
Okay.
The participation is saying a day benefits and yenya ewo after home. Industrialization until when after Nkrumah, we have not seen any major industrialization apart from the one factory issues.
All right.
Yeah. And even one district, one factory, what is happening to it? I mean, we export most of our resources at the raw stage.
Okay.
You see?
All right.
Koku.
All right. So, Doc, I'll come back to you so that you take your second bite. Now, your core that cocoa sector is very, very important because now we've been overtaken by Cote d'Ivoire, and it's almost 20 years now. We can't even lock horns with them. And now problems are back and forth in the cocoa sector. And the quota we need to focus on the cocoa today is a cocoa. It's one of the major products. Gold, cocoa, and timber. So since we have mentioned the cocoa, I'll come back to you so that we can stay in the cocoa matter. So thank you very much. Dr. Bernard Tutubuahin is a political analyst, a political marketing consultant, UEW, and I'm watching. Can I go back to him? But let me announce and say we have Dr. George Amo, Executive Secretary of the National Peace Council, has also joined us. Okay, so let me go to Bishop J.Y. Addo, is a founder of New Jerusalem Chapel, and so I join here. So, Mr. Addo, thank you very much, Bishop. Now, you minim say bia who Kwame Nkrumah Ghana, and I will say who the current Ghana bia you saw Gold Coast and you saw Ghana. So, at least judging from your facial construction, I hope say all the 5 coups are your experience of this country in Nano. What would be that? You saw Bia Kotokane a FIFA coup. You saw General Kutu a champion coup. One General Akufunu coup. One Flight Lieutenant Jerry Rawlings coup 79 and 1981. The end you saw it. That's the 5 coups I have. Baby, I have do you think say sa coup nearby in Nano? And we still this country a time, and I say we got something from it, but just like we don't like coups, anything ambia you painting or more me cool black. Hello, Bishop. What me too certain, please. Fansaka mami. And I say what me too to work as science, Papa. Yes. Yeah. After the talk, Papa. Yes. Yes,
thank you. Machumbi come on, Christ has Chumbi and Kayana.
Amen.
And of course, me who cool in a Betome. Kwame Nkrumah bereso ku esisi Kofi Koturuka na otu Kwame Nkrumah gu ye na nwum bi ano ye to no Ghana ye Koturuka da fidie wode yi Nkrumah ye Koturuka da fidie wode yi Nkrumah na adaje ni Ghana pra o se bopa Ghana for boy se anese ye tu Nkrumah bai ye no achi bizia o musoba ya na aka champion betu no gu ye afilipa no ku ni nyina mehuni na no kwase ni wa se misa no se me yi anu tietie amaka se ku no bie ni wa bo Ghana so ja ba bie ni wa ye papa se wo mo ba fofora wo mo de ntro ne nada na eba ka ba no teso no ho asem ya o mu disika o mu wie sika ene Ghana de hia se wo betu aba na gu abaka se aba na wo so wo wie sika wo bokoro no unya kasa pa no bia so di wachi ene wo betu aba na gu sesi a na tugu na aba no betra so a won kwa do wie sika che de na ye ka no enti asoja mamu eba ye nfa se kutoka de wanche wa ye mu na mu aso ho no ne afirifa no manche na nipa bi te se kana ake a champion woni obeche papa na onu mpo na nke be kase soja mamu no board ho modern kakra in terms of infrastructure o ye bebre na so se de maka kiro no soja ba bia ba ewo ohawa wode beto o mama no so dro bebie na fe kana ake champion o se o de Ghana sika no pese bi ko de pemesia for ma ya ho asem de me se me kan mo be dwane jam ma o mo keka se o de aware o mo Ghana ha ni japade a wasisi dia mo se no krese no kreso jafo na na bekan enkompo de o bo modern sisi adan virus no sports stadium no hospitals akase de ha dwene se ne normal wa sha ase ye no bebere wa wi a me no ka sei da so wo wura mu ne ko sunya baras ka se ni na ka wura ba na so ye no de enye soja mamu ko a civilian wura nyina yon ko ba no be ye japade no anwe pe ka ho de obaba no on to aso se ye duabo na ma boyo se ya bro na amanyofo ne di nipa mintimu nkire enti ye de no to nchen a Kwame Nkrumah ne ye di na fidi da o de Ghana by 1957 enka Kwame atu apoma de na ka biase ba bia na Africa obi ebo ni din so ya de ne koduru ba bi na Kwame afede ni timu aye ne de hihye mra peti a kire se mra dada no yedi buma no watu agu an se o che soja ni a wafatu afede enye one party state wo kokana sam na ache wa besna kotu detention dana obi atimu ye na no nkasa afede de ye kana se o waduro kasa ya no nkra no wate enso me nua se na enye duro the strategy oyiyi nkrofo atiti etie kura wo nua kura atimu ye yom pani ana o no o the information kwani abachi wu ese Kwame Nkrumah na abene di okoso a ne man ko bo no fe yi ase ko wi ase na te so no ana e ko lo soja force metu no mu ya etu no gu ye minim fefe se enya ban tutu agugo na tutu agugo etutu gu a ta Ghana nka ye chen amai bebre ne na ba no ba enche ye tu agu soja for the complete waste ombe waste ye trap baso bia masto si Kwame Nkrumah ye tunu gu ye bize ye tunu gu ye ebesi remind so bom nyina tugu ye Koku running se oba the same thing atranwa no be disa we mo wie sika we mo yesi lima besi sabre hu sika we wi e ba bia the sika no e ya atro on be je yeso ye hunu ba bia om de ko wie ye enene nde nyina manjofo nda so di ntro Ghana ha mo kan no kora bakokora ntimi de ma ye fed up ye ma na nkoso nyina ya atro Now, Bible can say John chapter 18, verse 37, 38. Yes, Christ said, maybe I may be a say, send me be no cran who dance here. And while a pillar to watching the Koku no be son, say, and dear no cre. Ye and cannot could be our Ghana, ha. A man of 4 well, my moo, but Kokura no one who so cannot correct. And no tina yamano, I really said, Abwakuni do. Ye call a pneumonia society. Nkrofo masa agwada woko wani no wabochi kon eno a entro na adantina o ma no yenkoso se yansa anyi ye ho afiri ntro ho amfa no kuredie amu o ma no a ye ma no de enko ba bia ye beko ye nim no ya ba yachi ye beko ye nim no ya ba yachi sa ekopim se Yesu ba ba betro ye.
All right, Bishop, before I call the other speakers, you were saying, say, to say me Busa was say, a waste of time. That 12 years or let's call it 14 years of this Koku na ebano. But what you are saying, let's watch Ora General Kutu Champa, for example. He gave us Dansoman Estate, Patasi Estate, Bokrome Estate in Kumasi, and some of the estates, Operation Feed Yourself, and all that. You saw President Rawlings give us the first dual carriage in Ashanti region, Kumasi. He did well. He won an award and decided to use the money to build a whole university. And today, even they wanted to name it after him, but or rejected all that. So Yakasa is a cool no and the Buana. Are we not exaggerating? I'm not exaggerating because when you compare some of the coup makers, nibi or achievement, what they compare or the civilian rulers, nibia.
That's it. And by enforcing Sabia could say, Bro, who may be moving, and Sabia could meet to Mori de Woo, one. Wouldn't the Padroa, Rollins the Kum or more Ghana? Wouldn't the Padroa, a Johnny Rollins the Kun Koku Brittle? Wouldn't my Sikafu Casana Wakana, Rollins into a much money in our Guno? See, I say I can't ever change. Who Pabia? Yes, Burkina Faso. Yeah, but just so I dear
okay.
Na time food, dame.
All right.
Nkrofo ehuna mane. Ye no de omonka. Ndi ku na ba ye no. Ebe bo sikafo a waga na hanyina nyuma gui.
All right.
Ebe sei no ma bebre. So wo die kira kan mako. Nipa ye wu ya na danchera. Adwuma kase a na fa nipa kase ni nyina ku no sem. Typically, appear menka. No workers about 10,000. Couldn't be sir, Najman.
Thank you very much.
And then a Juma will be a.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bishop Jinasumame, don't go yet. Be with me. Ghana's 69. We truly building prosperity and restoring hope. Lies have stored Ghana's development. This one coming from Bishop J.Y. Addo is the founder and the leader at the New Jerusalem. Chapel. Okay, so thank you very much. I will still have Dr. George Amo, Executive Secretary at the National Peace Council with us. So let me go to Honorable Akwesu Osei, former Foreign Affairs Minister, said, thank you very much for joining us. Now, why a Foreign Affairs Minister paying? What to kwanya any idea? Now, what I know, some of us, say you go to Cameroon, you realize, yesterday I was asking the same question, say, Oko Cameroon, a place like Yawandi is not different from Douala as far as development is concerned. When you go to Johannesburg, South Africa, Johannesburg, Pretoria, and Cape Town, and other states, difference huge, sir. You take Abuja in Nigeria, the same thing. You can see the development there, almost the same. You take Benghazi and Tripoli in Libya, almost the same. You take Cairo and Port Dina, the same. Oba, Yamoussoukro, and Abidjan, almost the same. But over this country, it looks like everything is about Ghana. Everything is about Ghana. Infrastructure development. When you come through this continent, any idea, you can infrastructure development. Ghana, ya bayanim. Can we feel proud for what we have, and I say ya catchy.
Yo, getting kind, Mamicha or Tiafuna, na feso. Minion my war studios, no sooner, so me chair will be a happy anniversary, which is the 69th Independence Day.
Yeah.
Oh, any Patrick Benka.
But could it be possible for you to off-face the camera for me? I say very, very good, very good. And there's a shade behind you. I don't know. And the feedback and share that particular be over director kakra we honorable Akwesi Osei a former foreign affairs minister and what to say that is his 10. And then after him we go to Dr. George Amo, executive secretary at the National Peace Council, and Ghana 69 years. It is 69 years no, and yes baby free ya babedu. Are we marking time as a country? And I say this country we have done a lot that we have to be proud as a Ghanaian. Today, my penny John Dramani Mahama Akasa, wakan sembi brebe, and no one 70 ya kabumwa, and then penny first in Konya, and on the digest, digest. So say, continue for me.
Okay. My main started from the patriotism. I'm one of the panel members.
Yeah.
And I'm Koku Suka, and never be brave for the national anthem.
Yeah.
I mean, what I sincerely believe in is your constitution, any idea, as I said, you start the free your constitution. Constitution, quite barely a fast way I usher in the 1992 constitution. That time, no. Now I say, so you buy any prayer home so boko. Now you civilian rule because the whole world will be criticizing Ghana there. We cannot afford because you need the first African or first independent country, sub-Sahara.
Yeah.
You a bit of respect. To see Ghana say a military rule, no, not any idea never boy. It is called democratic rule. And President, that time Chairman Rawlings, the whole Ghana will participating under Justice Annan Committee. You can't say yes, you better pass your constitutional rule. A honor, Nafi, that offense, echo parliament. Nafi, any parliament then, as it's over here, reconstitute the baby monko parliament. Nafi, almost discuss the incoming constitution, 1992 constitution. If you say honor, mistakes be brave by.
I see.
And say, as if said constitution you draw for a particular person. Now what you may get it out of the scene, now a new person now or rule Ghana, a bit may try to use constitutional parliamentary to sort of take some of the constitution, if you say MY out. So when you know and no if you say the principal here the my Ghana it me you call baby sabi enye ama obia overtake here because they will come in Malaysia for independence and then you cannot compare us to Malaysia. So Yedikai sa short term which is a Koku Malaysia for bisada it's consistency. They had a national plan, development plan, which Nkrumah did. So grateful. See, a plan working towards. Obia Sabi Ufri and Kwasumu, Nafe Oba as a country. Now, identity is saying. So, Africanization to prove to the whole world, say, an African can do what a white man can do. Africans can do better. So, or did draw a constitution, or develop a planner. Or what you call the industrial policy. All over. So after education, to be able to feed this industry, so woman educated. Or the schools preparing us for a takeoff.
Yeah.
And Cuba said I was so for to me, the answer may say, and yet people know and conceive the idea, but somebody somewhere, and the prompt will be so. Also answer the prompt to one, only what he wants. Obenya side and the So,
Yeah.
eti Nkrumah Buzia Bae, the same thing. Or no Juma and then also so so by. I'm trying to say this to say one tie at the no, woman no baby servo, but mostly yana Ghanaians, but a brofua, baby a woman selfish interest, don't it? And a baby cool, the cool on the aba.
I see.
Now, you really are a bad 92 constitution. You create an institution like a National Development Planning Commission.
Yeah.
Say one more dear, whatever they do, no government be a baby, no. It's so ufa na the ejuma. So, but again, no, Koku made some managing one say Ghanaians. It looks as if say we are building parties, but we are not building nation.
That's fact. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, because and let's say obituary, Minister obituary say the legacy that President Mahama will leave, is for NDC to succeed NDC. Hey, how can you say this? How can you say this? The legacy, no. The legacy is so being a permanent that in future will be able to say, this is policy with the good for the nation. To me, this is what it is, but not to say so that the government, the party will succeed itself. I don't need legacy. No, I don't think it's right. So let me check. And no, I will be Ghana. A lot of people who call United Nations. Ghanaians say why it will amaze you. Any institution, if you call her a officer, US, NASA, Ghanaians or maybe a Ghanaians or move doctors, money. So, but because the politics need you don't want to look there. Say, me waha na me good for the nation, for the nation building. Nobody wants to know because party no power. I thought even if your party grab power, you still cannot get it. Because the president and as around him,
Yeah.
And this country. You better get it out of this politics. And from will be here, you are NDC fourth time. From quality of air, you say, MPP for by I look a bit in the argument.
Yeah.
So, and only idea we need to make sure, say, you beat me, I come together and then look for a plan.
Okay.
Each government to be our bar. You have to do it because being a Juma Papa, I say, a champ on time. Money because associated with them. I mean, state is cut.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the children's ward. I know it's Kumasi. It took them 40 years before Omudragu from some person is higher for that. That's true.
There you are. So it means to say, Sikano number one, a Ghanaian taxpayer, Sika, and you only Sika Sabi, and then your party no Sika, but the Ghanaian taxpayer, Minu account. So therefore, it is imperative on the new administration to ensure, say, that money will not be wasted. But also for the benefit of Ghanaians. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, Ghana, your biggest problem back home, we don't have the people's welfare at heart. I'm saying this because, me fan say, you work as a pong juma. Now say, Omo Kufia. Look at the queue on Bidimu.
Yeah.
And I thought, Kakituabi na aba na afano jinemu, we are best spending more time. But half of the time I think was spending in the office, or best spend it to get home. Additional part, the same thing. Abrofu Kron, they made what they call say a legacy BOR. To be honest with you, but we are still. How come say Accra, the seat of government, ministries in our one place? It is a Bifrimadina na me call a year and cry. And not traffic jam.
Yeah.
To a home. Now, first, you're pointing to not traffic jam this way. So, running public transport, a reading in or how you make a loss because a balance.
Okay.
But a also time, no, because of say proximity to castle. I no more pretty for proximity to say BBAC evacuate you on normal call. It's no ministry in a go. I didn't nearby. No ministry in the same place.
Okay.
Oh, we are not developing the country.
All right.
But rather, no, people are developing the party so that, you know, Nyamia Doma 4 years, no, 4 years. You can say, will be a personal interest as against the party, the country's interest.
Yeah, Honorable, your second bite, I'll come back. Maybe Busau, the directive principles of the state policy, because you were talking about say abambi ba or yibibi anu we abeje gu on sa no no and I could champion the by the directive principles of the state policy in our constitution chapter 6 article 37 a clause 6 or 7 something it can clear but how come that yentimi fanya aduma what do we have to do to make sure that you know a bit me asevo ayibia it's like it will block any government to be obeba say the be oba so on kotwa ade so say as far as practicable it say ade na practicable no so betimi aya onya ngu onom enkon kotwa foforo so I come back and ask you this because Sadi we say edi enyapa as a country so let me engage Dr. George Amo executive secretary at the National Peace Council say thank you very much thank you very much for joining us on the program the digest now you as a executive secretary at the National Peace Council we see this Ghana I wom sisiano be share me ka se time na nasembe take over in 2005 there was 1 or 2 exchanges bullet exchanges in Togo so there was a political instability there we've seen what happened in Burkina Faso when the Blaise Compaoré issue there was a political instability for 8 months in Burkina Faso and Côte d'Ivoire have experienced civil war in 20 years, or my experienced civil war twice. Any idea? But this country, yentimi experience be. But we see something they are happy with Biniri, Yahoo Combat for the which was reported by La Voix du Nord, a French newspaper, and of course CNN in those days. What we are enjoying in this country, you know, can we still feel proud to say this country is a peaceful country? Despite the Biniri, the Ecoso, nipa 13,000 migrated from this country to Côte d'Ivoire, and Siki Assalam, the Kokomba for by the chieftaincy disputer, and Kofu Weniade. Can we still describe this country since 69 years? We are a peaceful country.
All right, Michelle, me co-panelists, I'm say, more discussions in Michelle Ghana for the main uniting happy 69th anniversary to all of us.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm say Ghana, Yayibi. I think we have to acknowledge and establish that fact. Yesoka Krano, meaning Western region. Na that time, you know, a choir now what about and crying say free a chakra na they na just walk on over the same one road.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
And in terms of infrastructure, I think we want to agree that we have gone some miles away from where we started from 69 years ago. I'm saying, yeah, you're making progress. Indeed. So, call West Africa countries, because of the work I do into know, yeah, me cook a crack.
Yeah.
Now, they see Ghana as heaven. I think we have to acknowledge that too as well. But having said all this, my main brow question is so. On my own, I'm saying, yeah, my intimate and drew your boat type. And I'm saying, a penny for Macassan, I'm saying, Faka. Yet we are too divisive.
I see.
We are too polarized on ethnic religious to some extent, though I know not too big an issue, but to some extent, religion is divided. Then the almighty politics, elections are bad. If I saw na ya you say, or ye minua, now call from home no more, or ye metamfo, and why at the team. So I think, sir, I say, maybe ye. And yes, sir, as some journey there, Yamia dum with their chain. Nemum, I cry, ye be jemu. Ye Kasana, ye be jemu, ye be traction, a sign subain beer. Ye na ye. Ghana Halmo may come in penny for that to say. We are not well integrated. Ye never quay, so my.
Yeah.
Indeed, a Juma me and Mammy Hooper said, I say, I can for a quiet wooden chair, a bomba home.
I, Uben, now we say, Ubia, Unisibre. Yeah.
Minia, a what the fa or my Ghana, what call Volta region. In fact, over the weekend, they may call in Quanta, one issues in the world. Nyamiada Roma, the three key ethnic groups now hono. Womo etimi akamu ho abom abadi omunsa ashekratas. Nemom say nka three ethnic groups nka ebitu man kwantane oti region etimi aye fefefe man kofa behwe no. Na asase kakra bi na titi entem. Wokọ say Koku nsema kosu bebrebe nyinaa eye kunya ba ko pe ehwo ase wan na ese otena so yentimi engine tu okọ even sampa oba meme free central region ha say sisi a wo hwe conflict data so a central region yen complaints chieftaincy complaints e o ho no is over 88.
Yes.
In fact, the last count, it was 88. Over Eastern region, you will not go to any community without one chieftaincy conflict or the other. Go to Bono, Mo, traditional area, Horno, and Sembebre, Wangara, for the way, Binjiri, I'm saying the report, and I come minister and chair via. In Kenya, I'm going to find brave for my snatcher. And so, no, we share a good be here. Now, you hear what said, may ye wait, na may ye wait. Sandy Mano, and I could tell my into be minister. Now, our PBA command crow for one Fabian Copper was a bio one fan and some was because. Was salary and wouldn't find any.
Yes.
Oh, my Americans obey.
Yeah.
Internet, so we'll do a saco boom. Now, could sit down. Is there any way in sit down where you crew me as some up here? Let's say, what you could sit down. You could a cabin, who could sit down, Cassibi. And they expect not an ordinary building. Our best space over sit down, be a baker say, oh, yeah, Minister Dining, a former deputy minister, Ebisano. Hey, when I say, "Oh, quiet, no debate, no by ye."
Yes.
Is it in the Sunday, Mano? Emma, ye can corner in the moon, send ye seba. Otherwise, in this country, in your yes, may my Ghana can ye bad. Yen penny for no sono. Said, a penny for the account. Patronage in Dawson.
Yes.
Yenim the crano, and so young kind of crano.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit me, indeed, many penny from the brave from both sides in a bit me a very good intentions, my mind. What can say a bit was I can tell you there are very good leaders from both parties. However, yeah, I think that there are few noisy ones, Now, I'm overtake the larger voice, Omon Casano. Nefe de baaku mmienu mmiɛnsa bi wɔn kasa hey no bi edi akyire nti saa nneɛma na ɛha yɛ nti it is really affecting what we term the social cohesion of our country. We are not socially integrated. Nti na sɛ party ba ɛyɛ bɛkɔ abato a sɛbi owu hu sɛ no biara yabato koraa no hwɛ a menua. I don't think it is on issue-based elections.
Yeah. Okay.
Here na ufi. And I say, these are the key issues that make people decide where to put their votes. Onya debade, we cry me control my debate minya. And I say, or your debate of free him, he didn't decide. So we have to be very careful, particularly with the Sahelian issues now.
Yes.
And it's a Sebio, Yankebianship, Iran war in Kosovo. The insurgents, terrorists, are going to increase their spread.
Okay.
To Africa, down to Africa. It is going to be serious.
All right.
And to say, I create opportunities for our youth. Emma, who say Ghana, but Bibia no more free Amanonia. They can be easy prey to these insurgents.
All right. All right.
Almost super dear, Nana, or my own. That's so Jana, you was hungry. Now, a fiancer.
Yes,
I'm saying, Sana, I think if we're able to increase, I'm sorry, in your doctor. Yeah. Let's try to plant what we eat as much as we can.
Okay.
Yes, I am on my own bedroom. Obia be feels out hand more, Benya Sum, Jubenian Punchu.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. George Amo, Executive Secretary, Edema National Peace Council, say the nation is not well integrated as ought to be. Now, for the import-driven economy, we have to make sure that we step it in order for this country to boom again. So that is that. We are going for a second round. I'll give you 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Now, the Atuapo is still live on the program. The digest on Kesben TV, DSTV channel 364, and Go TV channel 121. Now, Ejaku, let me go to Ejaku. Ejaku, we were discussing something, but you brought something on the table, and everybody is talking about it, about patriotism. Now, President Kofu, when you read Professor Kwame Nkrumah's book, all right, I'm told that we lost Koku Anyidohu. He will come back, but let me go to Dr. Tutu. Dr. Tutu Horom now. Dr. Tutu, you were talking about something. Say, Bibia, this country, at the back, this import-driven economy. In fact, Adrianians, this country 69 years, and normal. Import about this country is more than export any idea. A baby a campaigner or cut the import-driven economy. Say you will find a way to keep that situation. But Babanu near the ABCD. What do we have to do? Do we have to go for a law, our parliament? What do we have to do? I bet me make sure say this import-driven economy, it be at least it will be 70-20 or 90-10. What do you have to do? Let me give you 4 minutes on this.
Yeah, let me say. Yeah, share on manone. A normal yetimia ye aboy hunso maya. Let me say, dear Bakwa mano intimi enshini ye say. A normal Yenyan or my mono.
Yeah.
You beat say Koku, you beat say you gold, the diamond, the bauxite, lithium, timber, even cra body nomine banche, ne nasifwe. A day ni bit me a ya, a babuana or manetimi a jinan naso.
Yeah.
Say, ye can. Amaya, omono, add value to raw materials. Omo na omo ye amanya omu sika.
Yeah.
Switzerland enche de nua kuku sa. But Switzerland ebe fa ye kuku ya. No akwa akudi hu dwa. Na wa hyehyɛ. Na ode aye chocolate enom ne nasefo.
Yeah.
Na wa sa be ton no enya hu sika bebree. Ade ntina epumpu a obo na su oda su kache. Na nsuo hu akohia. So ho.
Yeah.
The show say the SSA oman no eye say em say sa dey we kra Rollins type na omo kan ho asem say we need to diversify our exports.
Yeah.
They say normal ye de ko amama sokoton yentrim.
Yeah.
Em say me na Koku gold and a timber pe. Say ba yere kra yitimi di ba yere ko. Ebi mu de board ye ko bi mu di menken ko. So ahun ye hu say Ghana kra no ye wo crude oil eno na se for but say no ma we mu nyina ye fa ne se di tunu no a na ye sa de ko.
Yeah.
Eso man fa so na abrofo no na kire ye se de o beton no. So ahun eti wo mo no kire ye se bi si aton no ene bo a o mo beton no na che se wo de tumi bi ani wu se wo eno na ama sese Koku Ghana Koku akuafo esu no. So because akwasi broni ne say $10,000 per ton na me ton no me ton ni sabi they say what the ababa be do is about 2,800 as I say.
Yeah.
Na ate esutia o mane na obeden oban ai aban timi nya ho hwe ndi ono amu aba no ya kikire de nsagu nachi enti senkaye ye enanka ye hwe ena Koku no ya nkasa ye dani mu ha ne edi Koku eye chocolate ye di bi eye Milo a ye num ye na ye di bi ya adefoforo ne ye di bi ye nkusra ye di bi ye samana idware na ye di bi eye anwa edi enu aduane di ya
okay
danka Koku su beba mfaso amakwe
yeah
so what ya say Koku ke su beba mfaso amakwe ni no nti enkonko ba say kweni ebesu de bia
yes
obi a odo banchi na watu banchi kama na wokokodru agbogboshi wokokodru kumasi dwemu a ni aka chense kama ni nyina no ye beto no 4,000 cedis ono so wafa pa se so kotua pa afoka waboka susuru na sa nipa we nani beti se wobesan aye
okay
but
that's fantastic
Africa ha yenim se Nigeria for gari a omudi no omo akrom ntimi produce sa gari no Nigeria for gari Ghana gari quality na ye produce wa ha no Nigeria for ntimi produce bi sa eti adenti ne efa ye ni nkire ho adan we ya president call Zambia ya yakodi batakari atunu ye ntimi fa gari enko South Africa no ne Zambia no ne Zimbabwe
okay
any Rwanda
okay yeah
okay
yeah
I mean, we need to think. And you see, after 69 years of independence, after 69 years of independence, we need strategic leadership and strategic thinking in governance. Okay. All right. Said the bear, I know my way saying, you bet me, ama o man, wet me a general and now so set on mine. Nanya de Biani, you bet me a aqua.
All right. Thank you very much. We Dr. Bernard Boahi Tutu is a political, marketing consultant. Thank you very much. Let me go back to Honorable Koku Anyidohu. Ajaku, you started something and everybody was talking about it. I remember when we read Professor Kwame Nahue book now, somewhere in the book, or stated say, Tama and Nigeria for the toboa 2 years so my gas and oil and tono. In the elsewhere Rollins time and now President Kofoda jail. So they told Rollins say Kofoda bet me and Shagu Shagari Akasa because I na down to Koyini free jail. No my in fact Rollins did it and or call Nigeria, President Kofoda call Nigeria. When we wanted to authenticate this story, President Kofoda said that I did it for Ghana because that time not about Ghana. That is patriotism. We saw Nkrumah did not leave any asset biya say wa pue sika te say bobutu sesekus ene ofo boahemo ne sa no mani nyina ya hunu sa no ma yeke recently Russian by Iran we have seen people have started jubilating because they want the government to come down so that their political party can come power and all that. These are patriotism ayeka ho asem. Now what do we have to do? What else can we do to still the patriotism in Jimana Urban? It looks like say Gen Z for they don't know anything about the patriotism in the crowd. Let me give you 4 minutes on this. 4 minutes.
Yeah, that is where the challenge is. Until earlier on, me start here. Me chair Dr. Tutu ne Bishop no ne everybody else who has participated. Me down munyinamwase for this wonderful discussion. That is where the challenge is, my brother. That the sense of belonging is gone. It's now a matter of individualism.
Yeah.
Social media, then a good side, Abba. But the downside of social media, where people are living in echo chambers and just echoing, listening to themselves and not listening to anybody again. Yeah, or people are just on the same platform, echoing the same things. And they are not living outside the echo chamber. And they think that is their real world. But that is not the real world. And and for me, if you take the two political parties, NDC, MPP. Now, when I was Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, one of the things that I tried to do, President Mills Nestati and Nyakupon, a friend of Nyakupon Fan Krensi, was to establish a party, try to establish a party school. Look, because if we don't consciously, Ejuma Awuye, Anka Wensia, Anka Undu Bebia Udri. Bishop Usiaye, and son and Nobel Bishop.
Yeah.
Dr. Tutu, boy, Usiaye and Nobel Doctor. Koku Anyidohu, Misu Misiaye, and I'm able to. But there's a generation coming, and they think that the world belongs to them.
Yeah.
They don't want to learn, they don't want to understand it, they don't want to be mentored, they don't want to be tutored. Ebi na course for secondary schools. Yesi enko di agro intako.
Yeah.
Now bet than warfare in Tokwa. Daben, and I was Suban was bedru Ghana.
Yeah. Yeah.
If any free, yes, young Quantaco. Yes, Yentako rivalry war, Achimota School Presec war, Accra Academy 111, and one is a Beshi or Jake Acranico School. Now, Sasuban where Koba, after the year, brim nipa, Bunipa, Paranebo, Kum no cry and fire, a free in a buyer. So we are losing out as a people. We are copying blindly. In Koranu, Embu Obiebium, Penyin to mean to Abafrafu. Then, even from the primary level, Ubaya, dear Krana teacher for Etiana. Now, I will for Ediomumbano Mechieko school.
Yeah.
Eko did teach at them.
Okay.
Ewan Kolanenim. Say, or no Doneba. And I will teach a Utianeba. When a man will say Tianeba. So we are conspiring, even as parents, to destroy our children. And then you see, oh, young fast antitiano, and my man because you do your banum. Never upon your mamma, no more time. No more time.
You're correct.
No more do your pa.
All right.
Trust MC. Teach the child the way to grow. No near.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Director. Thank you very much. The sense of belonging is gone. There is a more individualism. This quote coming from Honorable Koku Anyidohu, and he said something which is very, very key. He said, the echo chamber. Uti on one kasana ho, unti bebia and kofo. Can I go to Bishop J.Y. Addo? So, Bishop, what else can we do? We are talking about the patriotism. Let me give you 3 minutes on this. What else can we do? The national anthem, the national pledge, blah, 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 blah. And dear Bioni SSCA.
Medasibio, says the baby I am an Akudruno. In ye, say, I'm crowd, Penu, a trunk one, atoro na yɛdi nkora no a yɛkyerɛ ɔma de atoro na kyerɛ ɔma de na da party politics yɛyɛ na ɔma mu a wo a woyere ho twa ntorɔ wo na ɛto aba ma wo deɛ kɔ so no deɛ me deɛ mennie ne da soɔ te sɛ woka nɔkorɔ a Ghana ha yɛnyɛ woni yɛfa gye fu te sɛ wotwa ntorɔ woyere ho twa ntorɔ a na obiara gye wadi nti ɛden hwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nkora ne yɛkɔ school no yɛde religious activities wɔ school a yɛyi ato hɔ a ɛka school nkyerɛkyerɛ ho na ɛnɛ yɛyi saa religious no afiri hɔ a akɔdae ɛnɔɔma bi a wodwene ho a wohunu deɛ ɛkɔ nti sɛ sei obiara nsuro nyame wɔ Ghana ha asɔfo ekura a yɛyɛ asɔfo ekura majority yɛ nyamesuro ne yɛsuro atorɔ ne naadaa ahemfo a ɛwom atorɔ ne naadaa apɛ sɛ mekumia sika ne sika pɛ bɔne pɔn asase baako ma pɔn asase ama nipa du onsuro asogyafoɔ na wɔn mo gye bribe polisifoɔ deɛ sɛ deɛ ɔmo de ka na ɔmo ade a yɛde saa ɔmo tí ɔmo kura deɛ yɛka deɛ ɛkɔ no nyamesuro baako koraa ni nipa mu wɔ Ghana a yɛwɔ yi ɛden sɛ yansakyera paa bi a menyɛ sure sɛ yɛman bɛtumi afa no ntoma mpa bi afira Yesu Kristo yɛkɔfa no ba ɛno koraa ɛbɛyɛ deɛ ama no.
All right, thank you very much, Bishop J.Y. Addo, and what is it? So, say thank you very much. The time no, yes, but your channel, 2 minutes now. Yeah, let me go to Honorable Akwesi say J. So, say, what else can we tell us? I mean, are we truly building prosperity or restoring hope? The patriotism are free, is becoming some way. And I read it from somewhere. Now somebody was saying, if care is not taken, I hear a kusi Ghana cry. You know Cote d'Ivoire nyasama. Obi betimi akota Cote d'Ivoire for because we don't like the Ghana again. And the blasters both game cry now. People support the other countries now. Oja on one sanity. What else can we do to instill the discipline and the patriotism in us again? Yeah, Honorable Sergi. Hello, Honorable.
Yeah, what you mean?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir.
Good. And the main canon says patriotism. The PCF started started from schools. And Kwala school. Oh, kindergarten. The topic to know say Ghana is the only country that you have. It is Ghana in PP and answer Onya. Not only what Ghana can do for you, but what you can do for Ghana. So they represent Kennedy Kaya. So SSA started from Kuala. Number 2, SSA started building institutions of state. Who come direct principles of state policy. Okay. What's Ghana? You have very weak institutions.
Yeah.
Krobia develop very strong institutions are almost checking the excesses of government. So because once a constitution is say, in fact, a National Development Planning Commission, now you're created under the constitution. Say, a do be 1 year, and as a government, we ban so on you. The system must take him, the government on, and compel him to do it.
Yeah.
So, because people get away with anything, because you need strong institutions I have built here. Law and order, no, it is not that strong. Say police assembly say how say policeman between a caucus or police get you be ho. Ono di say so koja, ipakona oje fi ho because ono a police ni or no checking on. It you okoje actually be nedi. So all this see it me building na institution be at me adwuma. So that government no so be feel say institution because say if a minister big committee a crime, I think it will be difficult for police to arrest. Yes, go through certain because you need strong institutions. It me check it. Because law only any privilege be any.
Okay.
I'm ready to do.
All right.
But, when we are starting from Kuala near education Kuala because this democracy I mean, this party politics, no, and also the division about between. So, in fact, now,
thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. I said thank you very much. A point well made. Also, we need to start building. Yes, it says something which is very, very key, and I like that. Honorable Akwesi Oseje said, "Thank you very much. I'm very sorry." So, Mami Doctor, I'm on for 1.5 minutes. And fan bless you. Na young friend trouble. So, Doc, you ona started sa patriotism. Now, we can the basa ma ina abetu etum. So, say dear biomni betimi aye the crack mu ye betimi aye shemu kenama ya dogga na bioma se blasters boboa ye be da beta blasters echi enkoba se ene blasters lose match na fe enkofo Jubilee ni ade a what dey bi na betimi aye
me da sida meje nyina ye nsema ya kana meji twumpa me honorable Akwesi je me nyene ya adwen pa ne mo meka se ekwa efa so efa leaders wo yes akrem esi no is the highest bidder na onya the oye elected sad no say ye educating kwara ne sen ye the value show mu sen na say nipa obedi yeso no se bio sika na onam so de bedi yeso a na enye ya ye pena semti na obedi yeso a ye bekoso akwane ya wo mu no they will not serve with patriotism.
Okay.
And I want to appeal to Ghanaians. Sika, yede elect for the injury. If you want this country to be patriotic, I yes, sir, Nipano or the TV or the radio or the Vianney or the Braille, now try Bamani we are. And yet, or do any Fahuma be in a or the Babasumo.
Yes.
A momono, a small Basumo, yes, sir. Meso me kwenye sika bebre na next time metimi ato ade kese ebia so de pen or the brewa next time no akafa ebia friends phone no da bro entino mo man how we elect our leaders very well. Aside of that, I think say penny for that kanina we must have our values back in our schools. Mene so bishop ya dwen pa ba Mr. Bishop mama ni lose hope. Say no, we lose hope. Mr. No. So penny lose hope. They Kenya as much. Until Mr. say we should keep hope alive.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Dr. George Amo is the Executive Secretary at the National Peace Council. Doc, thank you very much.
Africa and the diaspora to seek historical justice. Later this month, Ghana will submit a motion to the United Nations declaring slavery and the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crime against humanity. This motion will represent the justice and restitution that is long overdue. And Ghana, the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence, will once again lead the global call for dignity and restoration. My fellow citizens, when I took office, you granted me a clear mandate to reset our nation, Ghana. Resetting Ghana goes beyond simply managing our issues. It involves transforming how we govern, how we produce, and how we share the fruits of our prosperity. Over the past year, we've taken decisive steps to stabilize our economy, restore investor confidence, and rebuild fiscal discipline in how we manage our resources. Inflation is declining, the cedi, our local currency, is stabilizing, and confidence in the Ghanaian economy is gradually returning. We've renegotiated our debts to obtain more sustainable terms for our people, and we've redirected valuable national resources towards healthcare, education, agriculture, and employment creation. But recently, my fellow countrymen and women, I'm pleased to announce that I have assented to the 24-hour Economy Authority Bill. and it has now become law. This historic reform will boost Ghana's productivity. Businesses will be incentivized to run across multiple shifts. Factories will operate around the clock, and services will become more accessible to our citizens. 1,000 new jobs will be generated across various sectors, ranging from manufacturing and logistics to security and transportation. This initiative will enable us to optimize the use of our national infrastructure and establish Ghana as a competitive industrial hub. And this is how we will create prosperity.
All right, so that is John Dramani Mahama, Oman Penini Edema Ghana. Now, Samba Kweno Okane say Ghana is ready for the Women's Bank Noir. Tamana Oye campaign 2024, CM Twaba Manamane president. No, now or the two that say definitely say Ghana enya Women's Bank no or the two that say enche the Women's Bank no ebeba in order. So that is that. Let's watch some of the key highlights of what President said then and come back right now. Okay, so this is Ghana at 69 address from my penny John Dramani Mahama. But before me kosoro, my me announce say Mr. Koku Anyidohu, Executive Director at the Mills Institute of Public Policy, Advocacy and Transformational Leadership and Development is with us. We also have Honorable Akwesi Osei, a former Foreign Affairs Minister, also with us. Dr. Tutu is a political analyst, also with us, and Bishop Addo, also with us. We have Dr. George Amo, Executive Secretary at the National Peace Council, also will join us in the shortest time. Gentlemen, thank you very much. But this is a key highlight of what President Mahama said. The theme of the celebration this year, building prosperity, restoring hope. So that is that. My penny say, building prosperity, near restoring hope. Say, adie bia asebiano, see Kenyano. Ghana must reset national values with integrity, honesty, and accountability. The national values of this country are integrity, honesty, and accountability. We need to reset. Let me go back to that if it could be possible. And our panel members, will do justice to it. Ghanaians must reject the culture of celebrating ill-gotten wealth. So that is that. Sir, I will say a very, very important nation building requires discipline, unity, and shared responsibilities. My penny say, see a bedu or maya, ye ahudie, ye de pepe any responsibility, and ye de mind. So I Ghana food in us say we should embrace that. Citizens must change attitudes and support effort to rebuild the country. My penny say, as I say, a timemufono. Yes, you subai na you rebuild this country with the different efforts now on my economy. Government will roll out the 24-hour economy policy to boost jobs and productivity. Yabaka say on my penny John Dramani Mahama, where campaign 2024 no okaso oba what in the policy be baba one of the social intervention programs are or promising any 24-hour economy. Last year, and almost finalize the documentation. No, now this year, and almost pass the bill. No, almost penny say enche ebeba the full role in the baba ebe boost jobs and productivity. We are waiting for it. Private sector participation will be key to the success of the 24-hour economy. Just will be key to the 24-hour economy. And the Ghanaians were able to remain hopeful and work together to develop this country. Eti omapani chese omani na sie na ya kabom na remain hopeful. Si yenye jidie sie na ya kabom a yebetimi anwene Ghana ama Ghana etimi akonenum. So that is that. Some of the key highlights of President John Dramani Mahama a year or the Maya.